President-elect Joe Biden turning up the pressure on President Trump and his administration for failing to move ahead with a peaceful transition of power. Speaking at a news conference in Wilmington, Delaware yesterday, Biden warned that more Americans will die from coronavirus if his team continues to face delays in working with current government agencies.
What do you see as the biggest threat to your transition right now, given President Trump's unprecedented attempt to obstruct and delay a smooth transfer of power?
More people may die if we don't coordinate. If we have to wait until January 20th to start that planning, it puts us behind over a month, month and a half. And so it's important that it be done, that there be coordination now. I am hopeful that the president will be mildly more enlightened before we get to January 20th. We're moving along knowing what the outcome will be. And as I said earlier, and I probably shouldn't repeat it, but I find this more embarrassing for the country than debilitating for my ability to get started.
Meanwhile, President-elect Biden will finally receive a national security briefing today, though no government officials will actually participate. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris instead will meet with intel, defense, and diplomatic experts because the General Services Administration continues to refuse to certify President-elect Biden's win. Let's bring in our reporters, NBC News correspondent Mike Memoli from Wilmington, Delaware, covering the Biden transition team, and NBC News correspondent Heidi Przybyla, covering the impact of the Trump administration's delay of key transition steps. Good morning to you both. Mike, let me begin with you. President-elect Biden and his team seem to be taking the posture that everything's okay. This isn't great, but they're moving forward. The country ought to move forward with the expectation that he will be president on January 20th. But what is their sense of internal alarm about the fact that they're not getting internal briefings, that they're not having a speedy transition in a time when this coronavirus pandemic is spiking again?
Well, Willie, I think you see the Biden transition team walking a very fine line here in how they're at least messaging publicly about what this ongoing delay means. One, you see the former vice president, the president-elect, sort of speaking almost to an audience of one, something that we've seen so often during the Trump era, where he's using the word embarrassing to describe what this ongoing delay is, as you just played, saying it's more embarrassing for the country than it is debilitating for his ability to get going. He's speaking to the president. He knows the president is watching every word he says publicly, and there's a sense that the more Biden digs in and sounds the alarm himself about this, the more the president is more likely to dig in on this. And so that's why you see him trying to downplay it, even though he also very clearly sounded the alarm about what this might mean in terms of a human cost of lives not being able to work with them.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.